Hi everybody, somebody wrote into the site and asked me if I have any tips or pieces of advice for rookie blog writers. So I thought that was a great question, and I'm going to try to share now for any of you for whom it could be useful what I think are some good things to think about if you're considering starting your own blog. My first tip would be to speak from your own experience. Unless you are, a board certified pediatrician or a lactation consultant, people really aren't turning to you for the kind of general advice they can get, from their doctor or on the internet or in a, baby treatise type book. They really want to hear what you've been through and what worked for you. So they want to hear what's real. They don't want to have, general sort of medical tips. That's not really why they're, coming to your blog. And part of that, which is difficult, is that you have to kind of share or be willing to share the messy stuff in as much as you might be sharing the stuff that are the beautiful sort of fun moments of parenting, because let's get real, people. We all have a ton of them every day. I mean, it's right now a Saturday. I've got some kids planted in front of a movie because I really needed to film a blog for this week, and I have to keep my house quiet. Meanwhile, I live in New York City. There's so much construction going on. There's like loud banging outside my window, all that kind of stuff. That's real life. Blogs are not sitcoms. They're not highly produced network television. People don't look for that kind of perfection, but they want to hear from you. If they're going to read you, make it you. Make it the real you. Maybe not every single piece of the real you, but what you write should be real, and it should be from your own experience. My number 2 piece of advice would be to make it creative and to not be scared, because blogs are not about being an expert. CloudMom really started as a collection of videos on new babies. I had no idea what I was doing. I had a background. I had worked at HBO. I had a background in video and in television, but as a lawyer. And when I had my 5th baby, I just started filming videos because I felt like I had so much to share. And I uploaded all of them to YouTube. I uploaded like 200 videos onto YouTube, having no idea what would happen to them. And that is how it started, and actually wasn't really the right way to do it, but that's how it started. I then got into a lot of like health topics, pregnancy type topics. I started blogging about fashion because I just like thinking about fun things to wear. For me, it's like a nice escape from being a mom and the way I usually look on a daily basis, which is super casual. I've done some travel things because my family likes to travel. I've done recipes. I've done some more sort of thoughtful type posts. I've done some yoga blogging. I've really done a lot of things, and it's been quite open-ended, and that is really the freedom and liberty that's provided from a blog. You don't have to have one mantra and just stick to that. You really can be creative, and in doing that, really talk about your own personal experience. Further to that point about speaking from your personal experience, think about your voice. Okay, your true, authentic voice, the way you want to portray yourself. Is video right for you? Are you better off writing, text blogs? Are you somebody who's great at taking photos and really wants to share that? What is going to be the medium through which you're going to most effectively be able to communicate? And again, people want to relate to something that feels real, that looks real, and they want to see really parts of you. So you want to really think about that voice and what you'll be sharing so that's something that's very relatable. And again, as part of that, people really aren't looking for perfection. I actually think I have been surprised. I mean, I've had some really mean people comment on my stuff, but I've had so many kind and lovely people really from all over the world that touch my heart every day, and they'll say thank you for some video they watched that they said was helpful. And I feel that they're really, really kind, and in general, YouTube has been an incredible audience, and I've met a lot of great people through the web too, and that they're not looking for perfect production quality. People know, I'm not Megyn Kelly. They're not looking for NBC. They're not looking for Katie Couric. They don't want like a perfect looking thing. They just want some good advice or some good tips or somebody they can relate to so that they can share a bit of their own experience as well. Okay, so as a practical matter, it's not so easy to run a blog when you're doing all these other things. You might still be working, you have a bunch of kids, you have all these family demands. Somebody taught me this once, and it really was an invaluable piece of advice. The perfect is the enemy of the good. What does that mean? Well, if you want everything you do to be so perfect, you'll never be able to publish it. And you'll never be able to move on and get to the next thing, which might be cooking dinner for your kids, driving to a soccer game, or producing your blog for the next week or your vlog. So you kind of got to just like get it out there and then go with it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and sometimes I spend a lot of time on the text blogs I write every week. But there's a point at which you just got to like click that publish button, and they just have to go out into the world, and then you don't look back. Because part of having a blog is just continuing to produce content. So you don't want to be too particular about it. Just do your best, get it out, and go on to something new. My fifth piece of advice, and this has been one of the most fun things I've been able to do, is to really get out there and meet other bloggers. You will learn so much from them. There's such an incredible community on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. I've met, actually the Freckled Fox. I've met like a lot of cool bloggers. I started by going to 2 Blog Her conferences. I went to some other conferences, and I've tried to stay in touch with people. I've worked with other people in the past. It's been really incredible. We try to promote each other. That just makes it feel like one big group of friends, and it really can teach you a lot too. I've learned a lot about YouTube from other bloggers. I've learned a lot about, fashion blogging or some of the other things I've done. So that I really, really recommend. And it's fun, so there's really no reason not to do that. So my friend rookie blogger, I'm so happy that you're going to be embarking on this big journey of trying to start a blog. Please write in with other questions. Please send me the name of your blog. I can't wait to see it. And I really appreciate your asking me your question. I hope my tips are helpful, and I will see you soon on CloudMom.com.